Previously, on The Code, live with the HSBC Waratahs.
Here's the 9, we know he's going to look to run.
Pretty excited, you know, I've only done it once before.
That's service, but the boy's working for you.
So Burgess gives it to Barnes, and Barnes is going to kick across now for Drew Mitchell. Taken by Villiando, and there's a man on the inside. Runaway try.
This is an amazing upset in the making right here.
They came through, they kicked the ball down and came through.
You know, it's a really big reality check for us.
Those kind of games are good. It's good to have them at the start of the season. I think the boys will be better for it.
I think too, once you take the field, there's a pretty special feeling amongst the boys that you owe them something.
Beale dummies. Curtly Beale puts it on the toe. Ryan Cross picks it up, and Cross gets it down. This should tell.
Oh yeah, that's a try.
Try to the Waratahs, and so they have won it at the death.
After one of the most turbulent weeks in the club's recent history, the team has accomplished only the second ever win in Canberra to get back on track for the title chase. But the excitement of victory is muted by relief, so reflection is fleeting.
I think just really happy for Sitter when he scored that try. You know, he's been putting a lot of effort in and to make that impact off the bench. And I think all the boys were just so happy to get that victory.
It's a totally different thing watching a game than actually being on the game. Once I was on it, it was like, yeah, we are on here. Like the energy just really lifted. Last 5 minutes was it was huge. Like everyone was really up for it. We wanted that win badly.
One of my goals is to win against the Brumbies, and one of the feeling that I will never forget the rest of my career. I want to make something to make them remember, I guess, and make myself happy as well.
Despite the win, there are still growing injury concerns, disquiet amongst fans about the style of play, and a rampant Queensland team climbing the competition table.
So just a fairly short meeting this morning, just some couple of things that we need to just make sure that we're clear on going into this training and things to work on going into this game. You know, with KB moving to 10, the people outside of him just need to really give him some really good direction.
A head knock to Berwick Barnes means a reshuffle in the backline. The punishing schedule and the wounds of a contact sport tests the depth of the squad. Not since week 1 has the side been able to field its strongest lineup.
Still to stay involved in the game if they kick to us. Then the big movements obviously with KB and Lockie just bouncing in and out. As Tommy said before, you know, we'll beat them on that second phase, you know, and that's how you did it last year. That's how you got all your pay last year, with someone doing the hard yards. Okay, downstairs for a photo.
We do it every year. It's a bit of fun. The guys get to wear their club rugby gear. They train in that. We do a photo to celebrate it as well, and it gives the clubs an opportunity to be exposed at this level. Sydney Uni has a fair majority, obviously a good indication to us about how many guys actually study, so we're pretty happy about that.
We're here at the Cerebral Palsy Alliance. We've got about 8 or so blokes here to come check out the facility, say hello to some young people. This weekend's game against the Chiefs, I think ticket sales, percentage of ticket sales, the match programs is going to go towards the Alliance.
This year the funds are going to go towards, we're going to build a new centre on this site, so when you drive out you'll see some slabs down the back there. We had a fire here about 3 years ago.
hopefully we'll raise plenty of money. I think last year it was about $80,000 raised. Hopefully we can do a bit better this year.
The visit serves as a helpful reminder that while the players' world centres around accomplishment on a football pitch, there are many facets of life that are equally as challenging.
So could you ride down to the shops and back? Get some milk for me if that's okay?
Oh,
Yeah. Is this your favourite? Punching? You punching?
It's just, obviously we raise a lot of money for Cerebral Palsy Alliance, and it's just great to see where those funds actually go, and I guess it puts some reality to, to the donations that we make, and also a little bit of a reality check really to see young kids and adults with cerebral palsy, and I guess what they do to try and rehabilitate and also make their own lives a lot easier.
Can I sit down next to you?
What did you say?
I've got to be careful of the chair. I'm too big for the chair, I think. What's your name?
Ivy.
My name is Ben Ivy.
Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Do you feed me?
Do I feed you? No, I'll eat all your food, I think.
The patients provide equal therapy to their visitors, and the pressures of living the life of a professional sportsperson is put on hold for a couple of enjoyable, rewarding hours.
A lot of organisations form alliances with a lot of different charities. I thought it was really important for the Waratahs to put all the eggs in one basket in terms of making a difference to one particular charity, and the relationship that we have with them. It's quite a small organisation, I guess, in comparison to a lot of other big charities. But I guess the money we raise, you can see the benefits, and to come here and see the equipment that we've purchased for the kids and for the adults with cerebral palsy. It just makes the charity rewarding, and it feels like we actually make a difference also with the charity.
Yeah, we've just got a few charity jerseys to go through first, so silver pens for those. As long as all the first guys have got the silver pens, we can go through there. We're just waiting on Tom Carter.
Post 2009, during the review period, we realised that we prepared quite well on the road, utilising the hotels and then the team arriving to the ground together after preparing at a hotel. So we tried to simulate that, I guess. It sort of gives them the ability to prepare in their own way and in their own state. It gives them space away from any distraction that may occur here at the football stadium or at our offices. Some players may want to sit down and listen to some music, read the match program, a number of things, have a sleep, stretch, whatever each individual player needs to do to prepare appropriately for what they're about to endure.
The game against the Chiefs is the dedicated charity match for the HSBC Waratahs. But no charity will be afforded the visiting team from Hamilton as the locals look to win a second consecutive game.
Run for Taz! Go Phil! Go Ben! Go Tat! Get it back, Taz! The ball, Taz!
Kim Wheeler is the Tars' #1 fan.
Oh, Lordy!
And if there was any doubt around who she supported, give her a second. She'll let you know.
It's pretty hard to get through all their names.
Back to the right they go, and there it is. The gap opened up, and Atieli Pakalani is in for the first try for the Waratahs.
In the first 3 minutes! In the first 3 minutes!
Well, the ball goes in. Penalty.
There we go. It's gone for the penalty.
Well, it's against Nathan White. He's run out of patience. Ball goes in. Waratahs get the shove on. Penalty try. Penalty try. After all that, the referee has lost patience with the Chiefs.
Waratahs are very special people, I've worked out. They're very athletic, very passionate about their sport, and very passionate about their fans. So all those things make a great package of why I like the Waratahs so much. Hi, I'm Kim, the #1 Waratahs fan. I've got a few things that I've been collecting since 2005 to show that I really am the #1 fan for the Waratahs. First off, we've got the coat rack, where I store our scarves, plus we just have our coats. Normal everyday coats are Waratah coats. I've been a Tahs fan since 2005, when we first went to watch our first rugby game with the Waratahs playing, because my son and I wanted to go and see the state rugby side play, and since then we fell in love with the Waratahs. To prove that I was the biggest fan in 2008, my husband and I made a big fan, which has got the signatures of all the boys in 2008. We won a football for when we had the best poster to advertise the Waratahs. We were playing the Cheetahs and we said, "Cheetahs taste terrific," with the tartar sauce on it. And that was to have a bit of a play on the Waratahs. And we won, so we got the signed ball. Something that's very special to me, as I said, are my photo albums, because I like to look back and think about all the players. They feel like part of my family. I feel like their unofficial mother. So I've got a collection from 2005 right up to 2011. So we've got the good old Waratahs from Brendan Cannon, when he used to be a Waratah. Al Baxter looking nice and young there. Still got him with us, which is good. Phil Wall with hair, very exciting. Let's go for a drive. My pride, my joy, my tar car. It is the Mazda CX-7 that we won in 2008. I still think it's a dream come true. I pinched myself to see if I really have won a car. Our number plates, I don't know if they'll put there on purpose, but it's BFW Barrack for the Waratahs.
Despite the passionate barracking, the visitors claw their way back into the game in the second half.
Leonard, Ross. They're playing advantage, and over the top they go. Try.
Sivivatu.
Masanga.
Look at him. Oh, he's
beat
quick.
one. Masanga. Beat two. Three. Oh, he is like a pocket rocket. So Beale strikes. It's a good one.
As Curtin Beale adds the final points, two debutantes, Pat O'Connor and Paddy Ryan, soak up their first Super Rugby experience.
For the Waratahs coming from the boot.
It's hugely exciting for me to be getting my first start and for it to be a home game. So that was a really special feeling for me.
It's good to get out there and finally have a go after spending. I've been in the program for 18 months, so it was great to get out there and to finally get to rip in.
I think the first 40 minutes against the Chiefs, I think, is it's the way we're supposed to be playing, and I think we stuck to the strategy. Everyone did their homework and everyone was ready for it.
While the team have no doubt over their #1 fan, Paddy Ryan has his very own mum.
She's pretty affectionate. She's European, so she's quite into the affection.
Coach Chris Hickey is not quite as affectionate, but his passion for the team to reach their full potential is obvious.
And reach what we want to do in this competition. It's as simple as that. Let's learn from it, let's learn from that, and make sure that we start putting 80 minutes of footy like you did in the first 40 minutes. If you do, no one will stay with us, all right? No one. But we've got to do 80 minutes of the same thing.
I'd spent all week stressing about my scrums and had forgotten to learn the song.
I was struggling a little bit with every word, but I sort of linked my way through and picked up a few of the verses and words.
Luckily, Paddy was in the same boat, which didn't make it excusable, but also didn't make it as bad as it could have been if I was flying solo.
A healthy crowd and a good result has lifted the spirits of the entire organisation. The confidence is flowing, the competitive edge has been reignited, extending even to the most standard of medical procedures.
Okay, before we present Captain's Run, a couple of things. So, yesterday you would have got a text for your urine samples. Pete forgot to hand out the sample pots.
Text went out to bring it in a container that you have at home. Our assistant manager Nick Velhurst went one step further and added a bit of spice to the occasion in offering a $100 gift voucher to the player who was the most imaginative in the container that he bought the urine in.
Greetings everyone, Tarman's saying g'day from Fan Day here, 2011. It's great to be out here with all the fans that I see at the game every week. You have a great day, Chibi. Hello Mum, how are you?
Hi, hello.
Thanks for coming out, good to see you. Let's say hello into the camera, and we'll say on three, we'll say Waratahs together. 1, 2, 3, Waratahs! So Tarman says thanks to all the Waratah fans out there at HSBC. Thanks for your support this year.
Days before heading to Perth for the Round 8 clash against the Force, the team has their annual Fan Day in Centennial Park, Sydney.
Great work.
See that? You got to go straight for that camera. Smash him as hard as you can. Please do it. Oh, a bit wide. Missed that one. Nearly hit someone in the head. That's all right. Okay, see the guy with the helmet on? Try and aim for him out the back, all right? He's got a helmet on, so it doesn't matter.
The day allows the team to connect directly and more personally with the fans and supporters who, regardless of results, weather or success, turn up every week to cheer for their team in blue.
Having a great day, and we've met all the players. We've got the jersey signed, the ball signed, and we're having a great day, aren't we, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Today's about the players getting amongst all the fans and having a great day out. It's a fun family day. How do you think it went today, Tar?
I think it went great. It was really great to mingle with the fans, though it wasn't really great for them to touch my hair, really. Kim, thank you very much on behalf of the players, and we look forward to your continued support throughout the season.
Thanks,
so here's to you.
Thank you.
Arriving in Western Australia, the team has 4 wins from 6 starts, a record most sides would envy. But sitting 5th on the competition table was never part of the plan, and the Force game provides a chance to improve those placings. Many traditional pre-match cricket games have been played on foreign soil, but regardless of location, each are conducted with competitiveness, poise, and grace. While most players are firmly entrenched in the present, others have already begun to execute their preparation rituals. The most popular room on game day does not belong to the captain or coach, but instead to the medical team, who prepare the tired, battle-hardened bodies for the physical assault ahead.
In my role here as Waratah physiotherapist, I guess my day-to-day role is managing the current injuries of the squad, helping to rehabilitate those. Also, we place a really big emphasis here on preventing injuries.
Usually on game day you're in a situation where you would hope that your 22 players that are going to get on the field are pretty much ready to go. So you would hope on most occasions that there isn't all that much for me to do. I pay fairly strict attention to hydration leading into the game, and obviously keep an eye on their nutrition, the food they eat. However, it isn't always as uncomplicated as that.
And complicated it will become in the coming weeks, starting with actually getting to the ground on time.
I have heard that I'm not known to be the best driver, so I get the role as the navigator.
Why don't you just go into the left-hand lane and go straight through? It might prove a little difficult.
On a couple of occasions, I've got directions from the concierge, and I've been quite confident with the directions, but have somehow managed to direct Keiran, the physiotherapist, to the other side of the railway.
Straight, this is perfect.
Okay, where do we go left?
There's the lights over there.
Kevy, you're allowed one medical personnel on the far side of the field, and they've got a roving commission all the way up and down the sideline, as does Sharron on the near side of the field.
Medical attention is hardly required in the opening 30 minutes.
Just gives it to Tom Carter, and Carter scores the opening try for the Waratahs.
Great scrum, Caddy. Keep the chat up, mate. Keep the chat up, right? You've got to get us home.
Inside ball, Mitchell. Drew Mitchell. O'Connor to beat. Mitchell. Drew Mitchell! He beat one, he beat two. What a try!
You're right. You're right, what's wrong? Take time. Play your time.
What's happened?
Kicked in the shin?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay,
So,
head knock. We've got a head knock.
Okay.
As the frantic pace takes its toll, the medical staff patch up pains and strains and throw in a fair dose of encouragement.
What we talked about. You're going well.
To Burgess. Inside ball. Curtly Beale, one to beat. Curtly Beale, easy as that.
Get your feet a little bit further back on the setup. Okay, but he's real happy. Okay, keep going.
So when we go down there, we've got to maintain it, all right? Every time we go down there, we get points.
Dave Dennis. And Dennis is through. And he's got support. Mitchell. Drew Mitchell with one to beat. Mitchell steps on the inside. Brilliant stuff from Drew Mitchell. He's got a double.
You're a skipper.
You run this team.
Yeah. KB 15. You got it, Lockie Turner, right wing 10.
And it has been a comprehensive victory for the Waratahs. They led 17-3 at half-time.
2 weeks ago, the New South Wales team was dead and buried. Now in Perth, they stand triumphant with an emphatic display of running rugby. But there are no fairy tales in sport, and the dark clouds will soon begin to circle. Next time on The Code, life with the HSBC Waratahs.
First thing she said to me was, I don't want to date you because you're a footballer, which she had to try and make the adjustment to.
From there, we've kind of been together ever since.
We didn't win the thing, so ultimately it wasn't a success. We came third, not first.
After the game, it felt disappointing, but throughout the game, there were times where we actually were on the upper hand.
Goes to the left and Mitchell. Cross now. Ryan Cross has a go. Over. And they are back in it.
The other thing I do during the match is I listen to the referee and transfer any information that I'm hearing to the coaches.
And you remember what you did tonight in that second half. You played like who you are. Good men. Men that I'm proud to be a part of. That's the most important thing in every game for the rest of this year.